It will come to you as a growing plant, M57200, free shipping and handling. It is kind of funny to see a palm tree in snow. Because this is what we're typically
they say
used to seeing.
You know, when it freezes over, that's what it looks like. It's like, you know, when paradise freezes over.
Yeah.
It looks so funny, doesn't it?
It does
Seeing
look
all
funny.
the palm trees with snow, but you can have
this
that.
is not your average palm tree.
Oh no.
That's why you can do it. So what makes this one different? Why is it different?
Oh, this one can take the cold. This is the most winter hardy palm tree in the world.
Where did you find it?
Well, I didn't find it in China, but that's where it originates from. It originates about 7,800 feet up in the mountains in China, taking temperatures down to 15 degrees below zero and snow. But where we saw it was in Lake Lucerne in Switzerland. And it was a little, you know, business vacay.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be the vacay part of it. We're walking around and we're going, the streets are lined with palm trees. And we're saying, you know, this is Switzerland. I know they have a lot of money here, but do they really plant these things and take them out?
Take them out every year.
So we know a little bit of talking to the locals, and they're like, no, these things can take the cold.
Awesome.
And it's just, they're just gorgeous.
This is how you get the palm tree you've always wanted. It's a perennial.
Yes. It doesn't die back. This is a tropical. It's a tropical plant. Does not die back.
So you have this all year.
You can grow this in the house all year. You can grow this outside in your yard. You can put it in a container.
Awesome. And it gets, I mean, this is a big footprint, because this is what you're getting eventually, right?
Right. Let me show you how it's going to be shipped to you. It comes to you in a 1 gallon pot like this, and it's already good size. I mean, we ship it in a 3-foot box. Right? Now,
it comes with this fertilizer.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. They don't need much care, but what we did learn about these trees is they like to eat. They're heavy feeders. So instead of telling you go buy fertilizer, we're making it a little easier. We're giving you our starter bottle, makes 50 gallons.
Awesome.
Honestly, it's good for about a year with this and your other things.
And then you have more at QVC.com.
You can buy the bigger bottles.
You can buy the bigger bottles at QVC.com.
This bottle is a concentrate. It makes 50 gallons.
But I would imagine for a year's worth, and then the tree as well for less than $35, that's incredible. And then you're not paying for shipping and handling. And this is something, I mean, if you imagine if you live somewhere that's not like Florida, and you have this in your yard, your neighbors are going to be like, what in the world? What a cool thing to be able to have that who else could have unless they shop Roberta.
No, most people don't. If you have it in your house, you're going to think it's a fake palm, right?
Yeah.
But this is real. Now, I showed you what you're going to get. Now, you put this into a bigger pot if you want to get bigger, and this is what you can expect maybe 1 season or 2 seasons later. Now, see this, all this fuzzy stuff here?
Yeah.
Inside of that is what I call the hearts of palm, the heart of the palm.
Okay.
And this fiber here is getting thicker and thicker, and it's like the sweater that keeps it warm. So as your plant gets older and older, it gets a thicker sweater.
So when will we get this size?
And it can take more cold. All right, so this little guy turns into this in 1 or 2 seasons. About 5 seasons later, you can expect something like this. They will grow up to 15 foot tall, and they don't have a big root zone. So they don't grow, you can plant them by the foundation, and they're not going to, some plants will get in trouble because their roots are so vigorous. These are not.
Get multiple and put them by your pool. Like outside of your pool.
Yeah, look at this. You got to see these pictures outside. Now, this, the first image I think is, honestly, I believe that's Kentucky with the snow. Okay, no, this is different. All right, so anyway,
this could
is
be
about
anywhere.
A couple years old. Look how they are. And you can see somebody got 3 in a row there. Here's a little patch. This could be anywhere in the country that takes temperatures down from 15 below zero.
Oh, I love it. And this is by a body of water, so if you have a little pond, if you have a pool, but if you don't and you want to make a little tropical, but I love it.
Yeah.
You could do that. You make the tropical experience in your backyard, but if you do have a pool, you just make your pool cooler.
That looks like it's on the diving board.
It does.
No, but that's probably about, from when you type 5 to 6 years. Look at this. This is over in Europe. Devin took this picture. It's in a pot. That's what he wanted to show. Look how big it was in the container. So you don't have to put them in the ground if you don't want to, if you want to be able to move it around.
sun-wise, or
they love the sun.
They love the sun.
Yeah, yeah,
water.
yeah.
How often do we need to be watering?
Once it's established, it's very drought tolerant. In the first year, you know, water it once a week or so, because you got to get them established.
So how tall will they get at their maximum?
Up to 15 feet tall.
Up to 15 feet tall.
It's crazy. It's the most winter hardy palm in the world. And look, when you get it, this plant, we grow these from seed.
Yeah.
If you're a Roberta's customer, you probably going, I saw that a few years ago. What's the first time you've been able to bring it back? This is 3 years old from seed.
And they just now got here.
Yes, 3 years old from seed. We're bringing all we have. What's that mean to you?
Who knows when you'll be able to get back in.
Exactly, right. So this one's 3 years old from seed already, and a couple years later, it can be this size here.
Beautiful
and then about
house
5
size.
years later, you're here.
Outside size. This is like a mega inside plant now, but then at some point you're going to have to take that baby outside because it's going to get big.
I want to show you something, because these fronds here, feel that. This is like rebar.
This is like what they do with like the royalty.
Yes,
like they,
okay. It
That's
should
right.
be. Yes, I should.
No, so this
We have
is
the
awesome.
figs.
This is very sturdy.
We will feed you figs. But yeah, I want to show you, because the wind, this isn't a fragile thing that's going to get beat up. This is very tough, and it'll take the strong winds. So put it outside by the pool.
That's what makes it a hardy windmill palm tree.
And you can see the windmill. That's why I got the name for the windmill.
And the other side of it is that now this is a palm tree that can live in the winter. Speaking of,
yeah, there we go.
It's $34 and change, and this could be your future. And it's almost magical. Like, it doesn't look real because
they don't care. Look,
everything
and they didn't
we've known.
lose their leaves like maybe a maple tree loses its leaves or an oak tree loses its leaves. They keep their leaves.
Look at them as a border
year-round.
when they're small. I mean, that, and then around your, maybe get a couple, you know, think about, but
Get a patch.
the bigger the better. Look at how is that in the middle of an exotic jungle, or is that in someone's backyard? That's so awesome.
Now, we also sell a hardy banana tree. We haven't aired it yet this year, but I would love to pair these up.
That would be an awesome pair. And you know what they do when you have several of them? Eventually they create all this great coverage for outside in your yard.
It actually helps shade you with
it's like
the umbrella.
another, like if you got the Today's Special Value umbrella,
exactly.
you'll have a future, you know, natural umbrella in the middle.
And I can't remember if this was Switzerland, but this is in Europe, growing in a container. So you don't have to put them in the yard if you don't want to.
So
they make
awesome.
a great house plant also.
$34 and change, free shipping.
Don't
The
miss it.
only quantities of the season just got here, and you heard Eric say it's been a few years since they've been able to bring it to you. And 57200 is your item number. Speaking of hardy, we had the Sub-Zero Gladiolus from earlier. Over 500 ordered, you get 75 pieces.